Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is your boys from the Older Rose Wrestling Podcast. This is episode 165. I'm your man, Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey.
I keep getting the hand clap because I wait for the hand clap. Oh, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Jay, aka OTR Messiah, aka Rant J, aka Full Time J. Yeah.
Now, sorry for the late start today, but OTR legendary, whatever the hell he's called himself these days, he said that he would be late. So I figured if we started a little bit later, maybe we could kind of catch him and he would join in before he misses half of the discussions today. But it is what it is. We appreciate all of y'all for joining us. Let me see here. All right, so yo, Malaysia, Johor, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm about to put you in timeout. What up, Truth? 5 letters, 1 word, Truth. What's good? All right, so this is episode 165, WWE Clash in Paris 2025 predictions. Who's walking out as champion is the main question. But the real question is, when will OTR Trey finally come out on top with the predictions? That's the real question of the day. So, I have the official predictions right here. So for Forbidden Door, Jay and JD both went 6-3, and I went 5-4. And then for Heat Wave, all 3 of us went 2-4, with a grand total of Jay and JD both finishing 8-7 and Trey finishing 7-8.
I mean, for somebody that is an AEW professional over here, you just. Woo.
What messed me up was me believing that they were going to give the title to MJF. Otherwise, I would have tied with you.
Listen.
And I should have picked, and I shouldn't have let you talk me into Athena. I should have stayed with Tony.
Oh man, that's
so
funny.
Going forward. The only way I'm getting talked into something is if I do it myself. I'm no longer letting outside opinions influence me, because I cannot seem to win a prediction to save my life.
Oh, that's funny.
But I'm going to go ahead and just run through these real quick. So, I think Copeland and Edge, they ended up winning. So Nick Wayne was replaced by Killswitch, and Copeland and Christian ended up picking up the victory. It was a decent match. It was good seeing them back together. We haven't seen them together since when's the last time they tagged together? It's been years. Hold on, I think I took a picture of it.
I mean, it was before it was before Edge retired, so.
Damn, I thought I saved the picture. No, I don't have it. Because they did a split top and bottom of when they both had long hair and they were sitting on the ropes, because they hadn't tag teamed ever since Edge cut his hair. Since they both cut their hair, they had stopped tag teaming, right?
Yeah, nah, it's been that long.
And then next we had Nigel McGuinness and Zack Sabre Jr. Zack Sabre Jr. did win, so I'm glad I didn't pick Nigel McGuinness. There was no Daniel Garcia heel turn though, so that was kind of a letdown. Hurt Syndicate. See, Hurt Syndicate lost, but it's because they got jumped by Ricochet and the Gates of Agony.
Yeah.
And Ricochet came out and said the reason why he did it was because he remembers when he was trying to join the Hurt business, and MVP had Lashley attack Ricochet because he said nobody likes a kiss ass.
Uh-huh.
So long-term storytelling, taking all the way back to when Ricochet got dissed by the Hurt Syndicate when they first got there. I don't know why we picked Swerve, because we know that he had a torn meniscus since 2019. So we shouldn't have picked him. But that was a great match anyway. Like, the fact that Swerve's been wrestling on a torn meniscus since 2019 is insanity.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Well, I mean, a torn meniscus is not that bad. That's pretty much just the cartilage. But at the same time, you would think that he would take some time off to let it heal.
And that's what he's doing now, the way they wrote him off TV, because we did have a return. Wardlow has now returned and has joined the Don Callis family. Now, one of these days, we're going to have to get we're going to have a discussion about who's got the better family, because Bobby Heenan had a family. I don't think Paul Heyman ever technically had a family. But do you count the Dangerous Alliance as a family?
I mean,
Because the Don Callis family is looking crazy right now.
Are you talking about just in AEW, or are you just talking about cross wrestling? Period.
Just across wrestling, period. Like,
I mean,
managers that have had families.
Oh, managers. Okay, I was about to say, because to me, there's no better family like faction than the Bloodline. Yeah. And the Wyatt. I would say the Wyatts, the original Wyatts, or
yeah, I'm not talking about like the Wyatt family would kind of go more towards this. What I'm talking about, I'm not talking about like actual family members. I'm not talking about like
yeah, but you got to think about it though. The Bloodline.
I'm not talking about the what's they called?
I know what you're
Heart
talking about.
Foundation.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about like the Heart Foundation. Oh, what up, Lafayette, Indiana is in the building. Clutch Messiah, what's good, my brother? What's happening, brother Trey? What's going on, sir? Yeah, the Dangerous Alliance is pretty deep. I'm gonna have to go back and look, because when I looked at who Don Callis has, he has Kyle Fletcher, he has Takeshita, he has Okada, he has Josh Alexander, he had Trent Beretta. It's a tag team in there. I forgot their names, but his family is deep as hell. And he used to have Will Ospreay in it.
I get that they call it a family, but honestly, it's just another faction.
I hope they put Wardlow in the world title picture. Because I remember, I don't know. He was supposed to be in the world title picture before he left. Hopefully we find out why he was gone so long. I guess it was the injury. That's normally what it is. But like the Bobby Heenan family was like Andre the Giant and was it George Steele? He had Will Hobbs. He had Will Hobbs in there at one point. I'm saying, like, this shit is crazy. I'm trying to think, if Paul Heyman did one, his family would be deep, because I don't even think he would take the whole bloodline. I think that he would have Roman, Brock, Punk, Braun Breaker,
just take all the Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they were never actually a group.
I know, but I'm just saying,
like, if he actually took his like his main people and put them in a group together and called it the Paul Heyman family, that would rival damn near all the families that's ever been.
Well, yeah, because you got some heavy hitters, especially in WWE, that would be part of that family. So,
Robert Brown says during Wardlow's injury, he got into a car accident, unfortunately. Okay. He did look heavier when he came back. Like, he hadn't been working out like that, like to stay lean. So I can believe that. I feel like Team Taz, that pretty much was a version of the Don Callis family, because they had Ricky Starks, Will Hobbs.
Yeah.
Who else was in there? Was Samoa Joe in that? I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back. That's another discussion for another day. But speaking of the Don Callis family, so Okada retained over Swerve. Kyle Fletcher retained in his match. Okay. Mercedes Moné. 9-belt Moné. She did retain, but it was looking iffy. It was looking like I should have stayed with Alex Windsor.
She retained. That's all that matters.
She retained. That's all that matters.
I'm telling you, the first belt that she's going to drop is not going to be the TBS championship. That literally
She
doesn't make
keeps winning
sense.
them. Like I think the most recent one she won was in Scotland or something.
Yeah, something like that. I saw it was like Italy, Scotland, Mexico, all these different places. Like it's
She probably going to end up dropping that CMLL title back to Persephone.
yeah.
I can see that. Facts. He needs to sign Bozilla. She's like 6 feet tall. She's 21 years old. But the thing is, her dad is a coach for WWE. Because that's why William Regal lost, because his son Charles Dempsey is in NXT. That's why William Regal wanted to leave, because he
Yeah.
wanted to train his son. But Persephone, she's lit. I was saying this during the watch party. Tony Khan had Stephanie Vicaire in his hands because she came from CMLL and she had a match on AEW against Mercedes. Now she lost, but I was like, damn, bro, you want to talk about dropping the ball? Letting Stephanie walk out the door without a contract is crazy. Now I don't know if he offered it and she just didn't want it, because it definitely wasn't because of the money, because he could have paid her. So maybe she really just wanted to go to WWE, but that was crazy that he didn't sign her.
Had to be something on the back end that she didn't like.
Maybe, but I actually have a different take now about Mercedes with all these belts. Yeah, it looks cartoonish on TV, but at the same time, she said it. She explained it after because they still do their press conferences in AEW since WWE cut theirs. She uh she explained how her going around to all these different indie promotions, how it's bringing light to those women's divisions, and how she's just trying to keep making the women's division the best it can be. And I was listening to her, and I was like, you know what, I could get with that, because I could just imagine how it would be in them random as indie promotions, and you see Mercedes Monet come out. Like you ain't paying a ticket. You
It'd
ain't paying
probably
a
be
ticket for that.
crazy. Yeah, it'd probably be crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it makes sense. My only thing is just that it looks. She don't have to carry all 9 of them belts at the same time.
She don't, but her intros to the pay-per-views, when she has either all the backup dancers, like this time she had the little the security men that be in
Yeah,
front of the Buckingham Palace, when all of them carry the belts, that is pretty dope. I will say that. But that match was really good, and yeah, I was sweating for a second. I thought she was gonna lose, and I was just like, damn it. But she ended up pulling it off. But now the question is, oh well, no, actually, because she's already lost. She's already lost to Tony. And speaking of Tony, she retained her title against Athena, um,
that
which
was a
was
miss. That was a
that was a
miss.
decent match. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was still good. Um, but at this point, oh, and we did have Jamie Hayter did return from injury, so we have her back now. So that is another thing for the women's division. But I think Truth asked this question. It was either Truth or Xandor. I think it might have been Truth. When I was streaming, who the hell is going to beat Tony Storm now? Mercedes didn't beat her. Athena didn't beat her. Like, who's going to beat her?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure that out. They got Tony Storm like fucking Britt Baker was back in the day, like where nobody could fucking beat her. It doesn't make sense. It comes a time where it's time for people to drop titles. And when you get the perfect setup for that person to drop the title, it's not to say they can't get the title back later on down the road, but they don't need to hold the title for fucking 4 years. Like, it's crazy.
I think I did take a picture of this. So Tony Storm, she's had 4 title reigns. 2022, her first title reign lasted 76 days.
Mm-hmm.
2023, her second title reign lasted 91 days. Her third title reign, same year, 2023, lasted 455 days, and her current title reign in 2025 is at 196 days and counting. So maybe Chris Statlander will do it. I don't know.
I feel like it's gonna be somebody new that comes in.
I like Queen Aminata. Do you know who that is?
No.
She's a black girl on there. She does a version of the devil's kiss, but instead of her taking your head and bouncing it on the ground, she takes your head and puts it in her ass. Just like,
All right, let me go look up the video real quick. Hold
now
on.
just imagine if Booker T saw that.
Shucky ducky.
AEW's on right now, and we're starting off with Moxley versus Daniel Garcia. I don't know what the hell kind of venue they in, but it looks decent.
Mm.
I like AEW because it's like you get an indie feel, but at the same time it's a big promotion. It looks more professional than TNA, but it has the intimate feel of NXT.
So basically, you're calling it professionally low budget.
No, because it's not low budget. I said because the way that they go to certain arenas, because since the ticket sales had gone down and they had to stop booking those big arenas and they had to go to the smaller ones, you still get the major as far as like quality as far as the picture, but you get the intimacy of a smaller arena. I kind of like it.
So basically what they should have been doing from the get-go.
Well, they was always doing it, but then they had that one year, I think it was 2022 or 23, when they started getting like super hot. When WWE had fallen off a little bit. This was before Triple H officially took over, before Vince was ousted. Yep. AEW was putting up big numbers and they was actually filling out those arenas, but now they're not doing it anymore. Let me see. So, has to be someone new right now. They won building Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne will be a good one, but Tony's already beat her too. Tony's beat everybody, so somebody just have to run it back.
It's gonna have to be somebody new.
Okay. Did you see any highlights from Hangman and MJF?
I saw some of the highlights. Yeah, I watched it.
Classic match.
I wouldn't say all that. It was good.
Classic match. That shit was lit. That was lit.
One of
the fact that MJF did all of that cheating and still lost is crazy, and the fact that the referee wouldn't let him cheat at the end.
I would say it's one of the better matches that I've seen from Hangman in a long time.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that I have a feeling this title reign is going to be it's going to be better than the first one he had. I don't even know if he was ready for the first one that he had.
I think the first one just came with the hype of his return.
Yeah.
So he was out for a long time. So
Did you see what Tony Khan said about people cashing in those contracts?
No.
So he said they're no longer going to allow for surprise cash-ins. They have to give a week's notice advance.
Oh, he got that backlash from I see he got that backlash from people talking shit.
He said that he wants to be different.
Oh God, here we go.
He said other promotions do it one way. I don't want to do it the same way. I can respect that.
I can respect it if he did it in the beginning.
I told you, I still like their cage match stipulation that you could leave the cage and not win the match. Like I know that. You still have to finish inside the match. I like that.
What I'm saying is that the only reason why he changed it is because of the comments. If it wasn't for the comments, he wouldn't change it.
Yeah, possibly. Because we do know that he does read comments. But hell, they all do. Triple H does too. That's why it should be changing all the time. Tony just wears his on his sleeve a lot more. He's a very emotional man. But yeah, Hangman retained, and then Kenny and Crew versus the Death Riders and the Bucks and Gabe Kidd. Okay, this was also a really good match. Them screwing with the Young Bucks is hilarious. When they tried to drop the bag of tacks, but it was a bag of gummy bears. But I will say, I'm all for AEW with their goriness and all the blood. But did you see when Moxley took that fork and put it in Darby's ear? and was twisting it like some
You
spaghetti.
said you're all for that, or
I said I'm normally all for the goriness and the blood, but sometimes that Moxley just be going too wild sometimes, like with the
I think
forks and stuff.
Moxley. It's an issue with him because like
You
what
think
was
so?
the
You
other
think he got a
stunt that
blood
he
fetish?
pulled with the barbed wire or the barbed wire bat or whatever it was? What was it that somebody
Yeah. Oh
suplexed
yeah,
him?
when he got hit in the back with the spiked 2x4.
Yeah, the spike too. Like it's I don't know, man.
And it wasn't gimmicked. It was like legit.
Moxley's on some other shit. Definitely.
um Hangman stabbing him in the head with the fork during their death match. All right, whatever. I mean, this was a lights out match, so when it's lights out, anything goes. And it doesn't count on the record. But with all that being said, Zandel tried to get me on this because initially I gave it a B pay-per-view, and then I ended up giving Heatwave a B. So he's like, "Oh, so it's on the same level as AEW." They're B's, but for different reasons. AEW had a better show, but for the caliber of shows that they put on, just sticking to strictly AEW, it was a B pay-per-view for me. But if I'm comparing it to Heatwave, it was an A. But comparing it to itself, it's a B. Do you have any grades on it?
I mean, you can't. Here's the thing, though. You can't really compare them. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, they're on two different levels. So you have to you have to compare one as if it's like a D1 school, and then you compare the other one like it's a D2 school. You know what I'm saying? For D2
Yeah,
school, that was a B. For D1 school, that was a B. You get what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah. Same rating, but it's different levels. So
Truth said it best. B is fair because All In was an A. All In Texas. That was an A
mm,
to me, at
mm.
least. All right, so let's move on to Heat Wave. So we were both wrong. Jordan Grace did not beat Blake Monroe.
I'm
So
surprised at that one.
I was surprised too. And
I'm
then last night, looks like their feud isn't over because last night she cost her match against Kalani Jordan.
mm-hmm.
Um, Hank and Tank lost to Dark State, so you got that one wrong because you picked Hank and Tank.
Yeah.
Um, now were you shocked by this? We were all wrong. Ash by Elegance, aka the former Dana Brooke, pinned she pinned Masha Slimovic. She didn't pin JC Jane, but she is now the new knock TNA Knockouts Women's Champion.
I was surprised at that one. That one caught me off guard. I'm not
Because
going.
now, because now her squad, the Elegance brand, they have the Knockouts tag titles, and now they have the Knockouts title.
Yeah.
And JC just has her NXT Women's Championship. Because what happened was, for those of y'all that don't know, both JC and Ash had their crew out there, but Jasmine Nix got caught punching Ash by Elegance in the face. But this is why, and they said it because I know they knew that people were going to ask this question. They said it was the referee's discretion to throw them out because I was like, well, it's a triple threat, so technically there's no rules. So
That
how is
is
her
true.
punching her in the face? But they said it's at the referee's discretion. So the referee threw him out throughout the rest of Fatal Influence. Jasmine Nixon, Fallon Henley had to go to the back. But that's what I'll be saying. Like with these multi-person matches, there's no rules, so really anything can happen. Anybody can. It's kind of like bloodline rules.
I mean, every triple threat is no disqualification. So, but I
Exactly.
mean, like you said, we've seen other triple threat matches where referees have thrown out the other party. So it's not the first time it's happened.
Yeah, and I like the fact. Do you like the fact that it's at the referee's discretion, or do you think they should stick by the letter of the law of the match?
I mean, it depends on the storyline and it depends on how things go in the match. It's about telling the story. So if
Well, remember,
if it's just a random triple threat match that's thrown together, I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably wouldn't got thrown out.
remember the reason people went crazy when Seth Rollins beat the Fiend when he hit him with the sledgehammer when he had the tool. box on him. But that was referee's discretion because it was a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Referee's discretion ended the match. So that's why I'm saying, like, do you like when the referee uses their discretion, or do you like when they just let it play out the way it's supposed to?
It just depends on the situation.
I feel you.
There have been some times where I've been like, you could tell how scripted it is because of it. And then there's some times where I'm like, all right, yeah, let's let it rock. Can't say yes or no to it.
I mean, well, the referee used his discretion in the MJF and Hangman match. He didn't let MJF use his diamond ring. He stopped him with it. He stopped him before he could hit Page with it. But then he let Page hit MJF with and you can hear it. And you know that MJF didn't hit Page. Page cracked him so hard in the head with that thing, it bent it, and the referee let it go. And also, just like at Bad Blood, when Liv fought Rhea, and Rhea said, "Hold on," and went outside the ring to beat up Dominic with the kendo stick. She was clearly out of the ring for 10 seconds, and this wasn't a no DQ match. So referees use their discretion.
You talk about when they restarted it, when they got to 6 and then she restarted again. What? That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, and how they botched the ending with Raquel returning.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because the referee had to act like she didn't see Raquel beating up on Rhea, but then she saw her, so she had to ring the bell. But then they still had Liv pin Rhea. But yeah, man. So you were the only one that picked Team Canada, Ethan Page, and Chelsea Green. They did come out on top. Team USA took another L.
Yeah. I told you I felt like she was gonna win that match.
And then, but we all picked different people. You picked Jada, I picked Lola, and JD picked Kalani. And Lola Vice came out on top, and she is now the #1 contender for JC Jane's NXT Women's Championship, and that match will be at No Mercy.
She's gonna win. She's gonna win the championship.
I think she's gonna win it too.
Yeah.
And the commentators said the exact reason why I picked her, that she's been on fire for the last 2 months or so with all her AAA stuff, and she's been winning. She's got crazy momentum.
I mean, I was gonna pick her, but I mean, I want to be different, so it's the only reason why I didn't do it. Backfire.
And it's looking like they're setting up. I don't know if the Nia and Lash feud is over or not, because Nia pretty much restarted her feud with Tiffany on SmackDown on Friday.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's looking like it's going to be Jade and Tiffy teaming up against Nia and well, no, because Becky's not on SmackDown because she saved her when they were jumping her. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's looking like they're going to do Lash and Jada. Look like they might be starting a feud pretty soon. Because Lash keeps walking up to Jada talking shit. And everybody keeps bringing up how she lost to Nia. But yeah. And then I think that Lola, when she fought Roxanne the first time for the NXT Women's Championship, she was not ready. She wasn't ready.
Who, Lola?
Lola wasn't ready. Her promos still weren't good like that. And her in-ring was cool, but her best matches were when they were doing NXT Underground.
I give you that one. I can agree with that.
But her promos have gotten a lot better. She seems more comfortable. Her matches are definitely gotten better. She's more crisp. I love the fact that she's in AAA because that just gives her more practice and in front of live crowds and all of that. So I love it.
She's been doing the Dom Mysterio way is what I call it now.
Yeah, pretty much. She's pretty much been doing what Dom's been doing.
Yep.
But then you redeemed yourself because you picked the Rula Obafemi to beat the Young OG, and you were correct.
Yeah.
And now Obafemi will be facing Ricky Saints at No Mercy for the NXT Championship.
I'm convinced I'm convinced now that the only way that Oba is dropping the title is if he relinquishes it to come up to the main roster.
And if they do that, then Javon is going to win the tournament that they have to crown the new champion.
Probably.
All right. Well, everybody, that was our Forbidden Door predictions and Heatwave predictions. So, yeah. Well, you can't really call yourself king of the predictions because y'all both tied. So I guess you're still the Messiah and he's still legendary. I'm still Trey. But all right, let's get into these Clash in Paris predictions. Are you excited for this show?
I'm excited for a couple of matches. I'm not excited for the entire the roster is decent. I'm not gonna say that I think that it's gonna be. I think it's gonna come out to be a C plus, maybe a B show.
All right, well, let's talk about it. So there's a total of 5 matches on this card. Since it is in Paris, it will be starting at 2 p.m. U.S. time, Eastern time on Sunday. So if y'all want to join the watch along, you can join me at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'll be up here. Jay, will you be available?
I won't be here. We are at 2 o'clock on Sundays. Nah.
I know it's a 3-day weekend, but spend Sunday with your boy. To the fans out there.
I already got plans.
Of course you do.
Yep. It's my sister's birthday.
It's always somebody's birthday.
That is very true.
It's somebody's birthday every day. All right. Let's start off with, I'm going to try to go by, not importance, but what I think we actually want to see. Hold on, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's a 6-match card. I'm tripping. 6-match card. Okay. All right. Sheamus versus Rusev in a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match.
I think Rusev gonna come out on top on this one.
I think he should, since he just came back.
Yeah.
I don't think it hurts Sheamus at all to lose to Rusev.
It doesn't.
All right. Let's do. You want to do Nikki versus Becky Lynch, Women's Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your thoughts? Who you got coming out on top?
I'm going with Nikki.
You think so?
I think so. And the only reason why I think so is just because I kind of feel like her coming out of retirement, quote unquote.
No, she was retired.
I know. But I mean, just think about how fast. All right, this is my main thought process on it. Okay. Let's talk about how they gave Becky her Grand Slam championship. That was before they came out with the Women's Intercontinental and the Women's US title and all that stuff, right? We all know that they pretty much handed that title. What was it? The
SmackDown or Raw?
It was one of them that basically they just gave her the championship so that they can make her that female Grand Slam champion. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember when it happened because we talked about it. And then kind of the same thing now with the Women's Intercontinental Championship. They're going to do the same thing with Nikki Bella, pretty much. Now, granted, Nikki didn't get the NXT championship, but I don't really think the NXT really counts towards that whole Grand Slam scheme.
I'm about to say, because now they're starting to apply it as part of the lineage because they count it now as part of Charlotte's 15 titles because at first they didn't.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I get now they're trying to add it in the picture, but for me, I don't think that if Nikki doesn't get it, I don't think that they won't recognize her as a Grand Slam if she does eventually get like the US championship or whatever. Also, it's just, to me, promoting wise, Nikki's hot right now since she's been back. She was supposed to have the match with Liv, but Liv got injured. So I mean,
and then I thought she was going to be beefing with Chelsea Green more, but Chelsea didn't move back to
NXT.
Moved to NXT for a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would be better if Nikki was going after the US title because that title needs more star power than anything.
I agree with that, but here's the other thing. Here's the reason why I think that they're doing it. I think that they're going to be moving Becky to SmackDown. So
why you say that?
I don't know, man. I got this feeling.
They keep married couples together, and Seth ain't going to SmackDown no time soon.
That's not necessarily true. But I do think, I don't know, there's something telling me that they might be moving Becky over to SmackDown. SmackDown's women division needs
a jolt.
It needs some uplifting. It definitely needs some uplifting.
They need to bring up some NXT women.
That they need to take that damn title off of Tiffy and put it on somebody else.
Take the
Like,
title off of Julia.
yeah, that whole women's division needs some help. So I think Becky going over there, and they need to put Rhea over there. They need to stop playing, and they need to put Rhea on SmackDown. Like, I was calling for that months ago, that Rhea was going to go
And
to
the
SmackDown.
funny thing is, they did this whole thing where Rhea and Priest were like, "We got to go our separate ways." Da da da. So Priest went to SmackDown, and she stayed on Raw. They had to bring up the Terror Twins because they had nobody to terrorize anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. If they just think about how much better the women's division would be over in SmackDown if they move Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch over there. Do they really need both of them on Monday Night Raw? No, I don't think so. Especially once Liv comes back, they don't really need them that much in the women's division on Raw.
True, I'll tell you that because I agree with you. Because when Liv comes back, the Judgment Day story is going to be taking over Raw.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be taking over Raw. But that's a few months from now. Some people think that she could show up next week to help Dom. I'm tired. I'm not going to say Liv's coming back until I see her come back. Because I'm saying that she could help Dom defend his title against AJ on Monday. So I don't know.
I'm still mad Dom didn't get the AAA title. So
he gonna get it. He gonna get it. At what's the name?
I know.
Was it Worlds Collide?
World
the
Collide.
Other new one. Yep. Yeah. The fact that they have two Worlds Collide within 2 months of each other is crazy.
It is.
But I'm actually going to disagree with you. I'm actually going to pick Becky to win.
Okay.
I ain't gonna flex. I love Becky as a heel. She is hilarious.
She's better as a heel than a face. I'll give you that one.
She said, "I got balls. I got balls." But and then the way she can just flip on the crowd the way she can.
Yeah.
And also, she's doing some of the best ring work that we've seen in a really long time. Her promos, out of the 4 horsewomen, she cuts the best promos.
I agree with that. Plus, we don't even know what the hell's going on with Bayley and this whole.
I told you she about to do the three faces of Foley thing.
Yeah, she need to. I don't know.
You know what I want to see with that? I want to see. Okay, so they did this. They did this with Alexa Bliss, but it was during the Thunderdome era. She was fighting Nikki Cross, and this is when she first started getting corrupted by the Fiend. And she was fighting like the regular Alexa Bliss, but then the lights would go out. It would come, or not the lights would go out. She would whip her into the corner, and then she would turn back around, and then Alexa Bliss turned back into the goddess. Like, she just flipped her personality. It's weird. You gotta watch it. It's funny as hell. But that's shit that you can only do in the Thunderdome era, where you can manipulate camera angles and shit.
They need to bring back Nikki ASH. That's what they need to bring back.
Well, she's Sister Abigail right now.
I'm just playing. I hated that character so bad.
That's the one that won the championship.
That is the one that won the championship. That
did
just goes to show you.
She cashed in? I think she cashed in. But yeah, I think I would love to see Bayley like come out as the hugger, but then transform into like Ding Dong Bayley.
Oh my god!
But I don't know how they're going to do it because they just got to go back and watch how Mick Foley did it, because he would like, or you can have different segments where she's Hugger Bayley one time, but then like a few segments later she's back to current state Bayley, but she don't know what the hell people are talking about when they say, "Weren't you just running around giving people hugs and stuff like that?" I don't know. I think they could play around with that and it could get interesting.
Now that you said that, that's probably what's going to happen.
And I'll be hyped if they do. You said you think they listening to us.
I said just send her, just put her back to the hugger. Like, that was some of her best work. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when she was chasing and she was that underdog, I don't know. I like that better than all the other.
We're gonna talk about underdogs later.
Oh god, here we go. I'm just saying, I like that better than all the versions of Bayley that we've gotten so far. since then.
I liked the version of her that was teaming with Sasha Banks, the one that was a double champ. I
Okay.
like Bailey when Bailey first turned heel when she first came out and had cut her hair and she ain't had a ponytail no more. I
You
like
talking
that
about
Bailey.
when she first came with Damage Control, or right before
No,
Damage Control?
no, when she was a solo heel.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot about
That's
that.
the Bailey I
Okay,
like. And
that's number two.
then she started
That's
getting
number two.
cartoonish with the TV show and all of that.
Yeah,
But they always do that. They always do that. They always take somebody that's hot, then they make them cartoonish, and then they try to save it.
they turn them into a gimmick, and then when the gimmick doesn't work, it's basically they go back to the drawing board, or they just get lost in transition somewhere.
Like, not to go too off topic, but I feel like they're getting dangerously close with that with Solo. Like having him be so cartoonishly funny. Even though Solo is funny, but it's just like, I don't know. It has to be done as in spurts. But like everything he does now, he's always, and then making them goofy faces and doing all that.
You
It's
know
kind of
who I
like
can
he's like stealing Jimmy Uso's swag a little
you know
bit.
who I can see it happening to though? I can
Who?
definitely see it happening to Jacob. Because if you
Oh
think about
God.
how animated he is in the ring, I can see them turning that into exactly. That turning that into a gimmick.
I mean, they already got it when you got LA Knight mocking him and the way Solo does it and all of
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Um, but yeah, getting back to Nikki and Becky. Yeah, I just don't see Nikki winning it right now. Um, maybe they'll have a maybe they could do it again. If AJ Styles could get a rematch with Dom after losing to him, then Nikki Bella could get one.
AJ Styles is not beating Dom. I don't care what anybody says. It's not
Oh, he's
happening.
not. We could do a prediction for that. Dom is not losing to AJ
No,
Styles.
Dom's not losing to AJ Styles.
Either, I mean, the rumors that everybody keeps saying, I don't think Liv's coming back, but El Grande's going to help him. That's why I've
Yeah,
been talking to him for like 3 weeks.
I think it's gonna be El Grande.
Yeah, El Grande's going to help him because Finn, you see the smile on Finn's face when he heard that Dom got to defend the title against AJ.
Yep.
JD was pissed. Finn was smiling. So
What I need to figure out, like, when are they just gonna let this shit happen? Like they keep hitting
yeah,
at
I
it, and
think
it's like,
it would have happened already if Liv didn't get hurt. I think.
I think so too. It probably would have too.
I
But
think it
now
might have
we're
happened
just
at
gonna get
SummerSlam.
this. Now we're just gonna get this long, drawn out, hating mentality of Finn Balor that is just, I don't know. It's starting to get annoying.
And I know that y'all scoffed at the idea, but I honestly think that they could either put the title on Raquel or Liv just for a little bit, just to further that story and give it more depth.
You talking about the women's championship
Yeah. I
right
think it
now?
would be more interesting if Finn really wants to replay everything from last year, then Roxanne would have to win the title.
I mean, I'm still confused at how they can't make a match at Clash in Paris. Like it blows my mind that we have to wait until after to figure out what's going on with Stephanie, and whoever she's facing. That doesn't
Speaking
make
of,
sense to me.
I'm glad you brought that up because we actually have a subscriber question from Xandel. I think this might be the only one we have for tonight. And he brought up Stephanie because, like you said, uh, Adam Pearce went to Stephanie and said, "You're still the number one contender, but your match will not be in Paris."
So stupid.
He asked, "Should Stephanie be on the card for the title as is just a 5 match card?" So pretty much we answered it. Yes, she should be
Yes.
on the Clash in Paris card. I don't know why y'all had her fly overseas if you're not going to use her at the pay-per-view.
Honestly, I think they're snaking us. If you want me to be honest, completely honest, I think they're snaking us, and I think that something's going to happen backstage with the women, and then Pierce is going to come in, and Pierce is going to be like, you know what, forget this, and then he's going to make some type of match for the women's title.
On that day.
Yeah,
You think so?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, I'd be hyped if they did, but all right. So, all right. Truth says he got Becky for the win. Also, let's see
All right.
here.
See, this is why you never prediction king right here, because I'm telling you.
That has nothing to do with being a prediction king.
All right, if you say so.
Um, I just realized there's no Cody and Drew McIntyre up here. Damn. Cody must be filming his stuff for Street Fighter.
I would.
Oh no, we do have Iz up here. Okay, I was about to say I was tripping. Let's go to Roman Reigns versus the Tribal Thief, Bronson
Roman,
Reed.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not even gonna flex on this one. Uh, how'd you feel about their promo? Did you see it on Monday?
Of course.
What'd you think?
Honestly, I like the promo he cut with Jay a lot more than his solo promo in the ring. I mean, I like what he was saying. I like the points that he was
I'm glad
pointing
you
out.
brought that up.
I like the fact that he pointed out how Seth Rollins took everything from him. He took his bloodline.
And he said Cody was right.
Yeah, pretty much. I like that part of it. The rest of it was just like, it was like a
you didn't like Bronson talk about how his Samoan side got banished to Australia, and he said that his tattoos are earned and Roman's was purchased.
That wasn't Roman's promo. That was Bronson's promo. But I mean,
well, I meant the promo they had against each other.
Okay, so I mean, if you throw in his aspect, it was better. That's what I said. The funny part was Roman talking about your Samoan.
He's like, Samoan?
The gaslight was real on that one. But I mean, like I said, I'll stick to what I said. I like the promo that he cut with Jay. I like that he told Jay that you need to be more selfish. Like that part right there hit home. Like telling Jay to stop being so nice, and then the way that Jay ended Monday Night Raw. Yeah.
What I'm worried about with Roman's character is
they're making him Two-Face.
Yeah, I don't want him to lean too much into being too jokey and fan friendly. But they do that with everybody. Like they either go all the way or they don't. They rarely have tweeners like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, because even though Dom gets cheered, it's like an ironic cheer. It's like everybody knows that he's lit, so everybody's rocking with him now. But he's still a heel at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
he's not a tweener.
Here's the thing: I feel like Roman's character right now is in limbo. Like I feel like they want to transition him to like a more face style character than the tribal chief, but the fans won't let go of the tribal chief, you know what I mean, the OTC and stuff. So they can't really go away from it right now. But that's not who he is. If you think about it, like he's not really the OTC. He's not really the tribal chief right now. He's pretty much just Roman Reigns.
Oh, he said that in the promo because they was like, you still the same or some shit. And he was like, I'm not the same person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like they want to transition him over to like a new character-ish, but they just can't, or they just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, I guess I could
say. The thing with Roman is he can't be the same person. He would have to literally go back to being the leader of the bloodline to be the same person. He can't be the same person.
I mean, think about it. The fact that he was giving Jay his props in his promo, talking about Jay earned his, his new title match, his rematch, and everything like that. And I liked it. I like what I heard from him because we talked about how Roman was selfish and how all he thought about was himself and everything like that. So we see that character development in him really focusing on the family, even though he's not with the family. But I don't know, man. His character just, when you still coming out to the ring, you're still telling people to acknowledge you. You're still hitting on the being a tribal chief. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as long as we don't get the big dog back.
I like the big dog. I don't care what anybody say. I like the big dog.
I ain't like the big dog.
That's fine.
That was suffering succotash. Now, yeah, I got Roman as well. I mean, He might even get his shoes back. But did you know that Roman Reigns hasn't had a solo match since January 6th when he fought solo?
Yep.
That this will be his first solo match since then.
Yeah.
Now they keep saying Damian Priest and Aleister Black, but this is not going to be on Clash of Paris. This is going to be on SmackDown.
Probably.
So I'm not going to count that one.
Unless something happens on SmackDown, and then we'll see.
John Cena versus Logan Paul.
This is hard.
Is it?
Yeah, because I want to go with Cena, but I feel like Cena's going to put over Logan, especially after that promo he cut on Logan. Like he really went in on Logan on that promo, which makes me think that John Cena's going to lose again. I'm going with Cena. I'm gonna stick with Cena. I'm probably wrong on this one. I'm pretty sure I'm probably wrong on this one, but I feel like Logan can take the loss against Cena, even if he loses against Cena, as long as they put on a good match and he does his, he be Logan Paul and does all his arrogant shit that he does. It's going to help him. You know what I mean? Like Logan's still going to come out on top in this one. So I don't think Logan really needs to win. I think John Cena kind of needs to win a little bit more since he just lost to Cody.
Truth says Cena needs a win before Brock at WrestlePalooza.
I agree with that.
So does that mean y'all think he's going to lose to Brock at WrestlePalooza?
No, I think Cena's beating Brock.
Let me see. My bad, because I almost forgot to write down these predictions.
Yeah, don't forget, because I need my proof when I beat you. Yeah. All because you didn't pick Nikki.
Yeah, I'm not picking Nikki. Fuck that. I'm not letting nobody talk me into nothing either. If I fail, it's gonna be because of me. Oh yeah, and then we all said Roman. All right, so I've done. That's 5 matches down. All right, cool. All right, we back now. And Cena, 4 matches down. You said you picked Cena?
Yeah, I'm taking Cena.
Honestly, I'm taking Cena too. Because unless something crazy happens on SmackDown this Friday, because did you see what I sent you? How they had to retake, they had to reshoot.
Yeah, I saw that. They gotta get them angles right, man. Them cameraman gotta get them angles right.
Oh, speaking of Cena, so did you watch the video I sent where the guy broke down who should be Cena's last opponent? Because we talked about this last week.
Nah, I didn't watch that video.
So from the young guys, it was Braun Breaker or Dom. And then you saw Dom was on a podcast, and he said that if Cena wants to get his Grand Slam, I'm right here, and he can fight me.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
He won't win though. I think he'll put Dom over if he fights him.
I think he'll put Dom over too, but still though, John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio for the United States Championship. Ooh.
Intercontinental.
Intercontinental? Yeah, I'm sorry. Intercontinental.
Bro,
it is the one title that Cena hasn't won.
And think about the promo when he named off young talent. Who's the first name he said?
I already peeped that. I peeped that.
And before his WrestleMania match against Cody, he was on the Pat McAfee show bigging up Dom Mysterio. He rocks with Dom.
Dom might be his last match, but we were calling for that though.
We were talking. Well. See, the thing is, I was calling that he was going to lose the match regardless. Y'all were saying he was going to win it.
No,
and I think that if he fought a young guy, he's not winning.
That was if he fought Dom earlier, like around SummerSlam, like we were thinking he would. But
the only way that he gets Dom first is if him and Dom fight at Survivor Series, because it's in San Diego, which is Dom's hometown.
Yeah.
So, but this is and then this is the thing. If you want to do AJ versus Cena one more time before Cena retires, and you do want that to be his last match, What you could have is you could have Cena fight Dom at Survivor Series. He beats Dom, gets the IC title, and then him and AJ fight for the IC title in Cena's last match. But I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I'd rather him just fight Dom in December at Saturday Night Main Event and then just lose.
I mean, at some point, John Cena's fighting AJ. We know this. I don't really think that it needs to be his
For a
last
title?
match, though. Or for a title. No, it doesn't need to be his last match or for a title. So
they brought up in the video, they brought up Roman like y'all did, but they just said that Roman's he's too involved in this stuff with Seth and Jay and Punk. So it really wouldn't make sense for him to just do a one-off match against Cena.
No.
They did bring up Gunther, which I've been hearing a lot of Gunther, and people think that him beating because Triple H loves Gunther. He loves Gunther like Vince used to love Brock.
I don't care. No, John Cena's last match does not need to be with Gunther. That's going to be a disappointment.
Then Braun Breaker, we brought that up.
I'd rather Dom than Braun Breaker, but that's just me.
Me too. I think Dom is the best choice, but
I think Dom is the best choice.
If he fights a young guy. Oh, Mercedes is coming out now. They got all her belts in the ring. Renee's about to do an interview with her. What we got next? All right, Cody versus Drew McIntyre.
Cody.
I feel like it has to be, right?
Yeah.
The only way that it's
not going to be Cody. Is it for the title? Oh yeah, Cody. Yeah, Cody.
The only way that it's not that Cody would lose is if they have to write him off so he could shoot his movie stuff. That'd be the only reason.
Yeah,
but even then, I don't even know if they would do it.
But they wouldn't have let him beat John Cena at SummerSlam to turn around and lose it at fucking Clash in Paris.
I mean, if they want to be unpredictable.
Nah.
See, this is normally where I would say Drew, but I'm not. I would say Cody. There's a time and a place for when Cody's going to lose. Yeah. And I think what's going to happen is, honestly, I think Cody's going to end up fighting Randy again and then lose to Randy, but then he turns heel after. I think that's the only thing, the way it happens now.
Honestly, I think it could be Cody and Randy at WrestleMania.
I can see that. Cody, yeah, because honestly, who's Randy beefing with right now?
He ain't really beefing with anybody.
No, he RKO'd somebody on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, Randy Orton RKO's a lot of people, but that don't mean he.
Yeah, but somebody was talking shit. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember. Anybody in the chat that's watching, who did Randy RKO on Friday? Was it Solo? No, it wasn't Solo. He's got Sammy. Ugh. I'm surprised they didn't put Solo and Sammy on this with Sammy's international following.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised too.
Okay, he RKO'd Drew. Okay, it was Drew.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that plays into the story. Cody,
Which
Drew,
possibly
Randy.
means that Randy Orton might get involved in this match.
The only way that would happen is if after his match with Cena, Logan comes out to try to help Drew.
Yeah.
That'd be the only way. All right, and then let's get to what I believe is the main event. I'm pretty sure you think so too. The World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way. The champion Seth Rollins versus main event Jey Uso versus CM Punk versus LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you
got? I know it's not going to happen, but
you got LA Knight.
I feel like if we get snaked, this would be a great way to snake us. I'm going with Jay.
You going with Jey Uso?
Yes, sir.
All right, me and Truth are going Seth.
It's probably going to be Seth. We know it's going to be Seth. I'm giving you an opportunity here to be crowned prediction champion.
Oh, I don't need your sympathy. I don't need your pity.
I want Jay, based off of the promo, based off of what Roman was saying, based off of Roman telling him that you need to be more selfish and you need to stop, being so nice and helping everybody. Based off of him super kicking LA Knight and super kicking CM Punk at the end, like, I kind of feel like Jay's kind of taking that advice of Roman and looking out for himself. And I want it to be where he transitions that over into the match. And basically he just takes advantage of some situation and ends up winning the championship. That's what I want to go with. That's the fan in me. The reality is Seth Rollins winning. But I just wanted.
What do you want me to write down?
My prediction is going to be Seth Rollins, but I just want y'all to see this now in case I am right and Jey Uso
You might as well
wins.
just pick Jay then. Pick your namesake.
That's a hypothetical situation that's probably not going to happen, that I have no legs to stand on.
In a perfect world or perfect match, perfect world, LA Knight or Jay pins CM Punk. I agree. But it would just be fitting if Seth continues.
What I put down.
I understand what you're saying too. I just know that it's not going to happen.
Well, what if it does?
The only way that because going based off of WWE Unreal and everything and how long it took them to actually get behind Jay and pull the trigger for him to beat Gunther by tap out, I don't think they would just turn around a few months later and put the title back on him.
Hold on, just think about this. Before you say that, I want you to think about this scenario, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Roman hasn't fought by Jay's side while Jay was champion.
Correct.
Okay? We haven't gotten that. What pay-per-view are we getting into where we know that it's going to be Seth Rollins' group versus Roman, Jay, Jimmy? Like you said, it's probably going to be Cena and one other person, which it probably end up being CM Punk. And then
CM Punk and Roman teaming up again.
Yes. What is the best opportunity for Roman to team up with Jay while he's champion? It's for Jay to win this match, take the title, and then he's at Survivor Series going up against Seth and them. Remember Seth took everything from him. Seth took everything from Roman. So
what I would like to see is Roman's advice backfire and Jay take it all the way to heart and turn on Roman.
Nah, that's not happening.
Because you said be selfish. All right, I'm being selfish. Roman did say bring the title back to the family, so he's encouraging Jay to win the title. He said bring it back to the family, but at the same time, like you said, in a perfect world, he would take that advice.
I'm changing my prediction. I'm going with Jay. I'm all in on Jay.
Okay. It's official now. No more changing. But how do you see the match going? Of course, LA Knight and CM Punk are probably going to be brawling initially.
I mean, this is how I see the match going. I see the match going, basically, it's pretty much going to be CM Punk going after LA Knight, like you said. Jay and Seth are probably going to be fighting off to the side. But we know we're going to get an interference from Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, which is going to spark Roman Reigns to come out. And then
honestly, I think that we'll probably get Roman and Bronson. Roman and Braun. We might not get Bronson depending on how beat up he gets in that match.
No, we're going to get Bronson. We're definitely going to get Bronson. But the dark horse, I think, is going to enter the match. And I think the dark horse is going to be Jimmy. And I think that's what's going to give the edge for Jay to pin Seth.
Do you think that, because they teased it again, they teased another member to the Vision. Then we can get the Vision to come out? The new member?
If we do get another member, then obviously Seth is winning. But if we don't get another member, I don't know, man. Something telling me that I could be right. The more I talk,
you have been right.
Yeah.
You have been right a lot. Do we see truth? Do we get a new member?
Who would
Because
that new
they're
member
gonna they're
be?
gonna over they're gonna overbook the shit out of this match.
Who would that new member be?
All right, so it's looking like they have
Because
two
I was right about Bronson
youngsters.
Reed. Remember,
Yeah.
y'all weren't on board with Bronson Reed at first. I called that one.
I don't see it being Dragunov.
Nah.
I don't see it. Well, Austin Theory is out of the company, as we know right now. I don't see it being him. And if he did come back, he would be a face. He wouldn't be because he would come back to feud with Grayson Waller. So I don't see it being Austin Theory. I'm trying to think of who's young that could do it. I don't know.
Does it
Maybe
necessarily have
somebody
to
from
be
I
somebody
don't even know
young?
anybody from NXT that could do it.
Are you sure it has to be somebody young? Why couldn't it be another seasoned vet, like another mid card vet?
Okay, that's true. It probably should be a mid card vet. All right, so who's out there? Who's not doing nothing?
No way it could be Sami Zayn.
That would be hilarious. But I don't think so because he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
fighting
think
for
so.
he's feuding for the U.S. title.
Yeah, that's true.
Kaiser is with Dom right now as Grande,
Yeah,
so it
that's
ain't gonna be
Grande.
him. Like I said, Waller is with the New Day, so it's not gonna be him. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know who it could be.
I don't know. Chad,
Who
give us some ideas of who you think is a veteran that could be like a mid card veteran that could come and join the Vision.
who was injured that's been gone for a while that could come back and it could be
That's why I said Dragunov,
true.
but he's a younger guy as far as to the main roster. I don't think he's young like Braun and Bronson are. But I don't know.
So let me ask you this question. So think about this way, right? We know that between Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, one of them is going to be their mid card guy.
That's going to be Bronson Reed.
I feel like one of the other guys needs somebody that can tag with them where they can kind of take over the tag team division. That's the route that I will go.
Oh, well, if you're saying it that way, then Bronson would be the tag guy but the thing is, Braun Breaker's already been mid card champion. He's a 2-time Intercontinental champion.
So he could be 3-time Intercontinental champion. I'm just saying,
I mean, that's true.
I think that if it's somebody that's coming, it's somebody that's going to tag team to kind of wreck the tag team division. If it is a fourth member, that's the only thing that makes sense.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that. All right. So those are our Clash in Paris predictions for this Sunday. Again, 2 p.m. start time. So, have you seen the video of Rajah Jackson?
God, yes.
Before we get into the details of what happened, what are your initial thoughts when you saw him slide into that ring, suplex Psycho Stu, and then just beat the shit out of him?
So at first I'm thinking when he jumped into the ring, when he jumped into the ring, I didn't even know who it was. I didn't read the caption. I just watched the video, so I didn't realize it was Rampage's son.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I saw the initial him picking him up, I was like, okay, maybe this is a work, a fan coming in pretending to be a fan, and then it turns out to be somebody. But after I saw the slam and then the punches to the face, I'm like, okay, so what exactly happened before then? I didn't think that this whole thing was actually supposed to be like a real life work. Like, I thought this man really disrespected him in some type of way before the show or backstage or something like that. And he was really like talking shit to him or something. You know what I'm saying? Either way, he was still in the wrong for what he did. But the fact that it was supposed to be a work and they really thought that this man really thought like he knew what he was doing, I don't know, man.
So, yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen anything like that. I've never even seen street fights like that.
Even when they pulled him off of him, he was still trying to go back.
And I feel like they was doing, no disrespect, but they feel like they was doing a weak kind of job pulling him off. Somebody should have tackled him. If that was
Yeah.
the WWE, he would have got tackled.
No, he would have
You
got his
remember when?
ass beat. He would have got his ass beat by
Yeah,
everybody. He
you
would have got
remember when?
jumped.
You remember when? Because Psycho still is respected in wrestling in the wrestling world. He's traded a lot of people. Worked out with him. You
Remember
remember
when
when
that?
that dude hit Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame, and then the Revival
Yes.
beat his ass?
Yes. I mean, think about when the dude jumped in the ring on Stone Cold and Triple H
Triple H.
whooped his. The Triple H and the ref both whooped
Yeah,
his ass because
yeah.
the ref threw in a couple of kicks there too. The whole promotion won
I seen
everybody.
Scott Hall do it with somebody in WCW.
Everybody in that promotion that was in that ring at the time that happened, or around the ring, if you work as a producer on it, they all need to be fired because none of them acted fast enough. They should have been in that ring after he dropped them on his head. You could tell he was clearly knocked out as soon as his head hit the back of the mat. He was out. But the
And
fact
then,
that he got that many punches in before anybody did
bro, he got like
anything,
30 punches in.
yeah,
The guy that did you see the video of the guy that actually got him off? They
yeah,
got punched in the face,
yeah.
and he wasn't even out there. He had to come from the back because he already had a match.
Exactly. My thing is that the explanation, like the apology that Rampage put out, not gonna lie, was kind of weak.
Yeah, it was weak,
It,
especially
it
when he was
was,
from what he was saying the day before.
yeah, it was kind of weak. I get that he was trying to do the best to kind of try to take responsibility. He was right. One, his son should have never been in that situation. Like they should have never had him try to do whatever work it was, or he's not a wrestler. He is a mixed martial artist, and I get that you got MMA fighters that transition over to wrestling all the time, but they have some type of training when it comes down to wrestling and the art of wrestling. He had no type of training. It's kind of like they saw him coming in and like, oh, you're going to come see the show? Hey, you want to do something with us? This would be dope. I feel like that's the situation that went down. And that was,
So for those that don't know, how it started was Psycho Stu hit him in the head with a beer can, but if you listen, he said, "Oh, you're not going to work it. You're not going to sell it,"
yeah.
because he thought that Raja was made aware of what they were doing, and he didn't know. So then, Psycho apologized to him and was like, "Yo, my bad. I thought you were working all this." So I was I was like, okay. And then he accepted the apology. He accepted the apology. Raja did, but clearly he didn't, so that was fake.
I
And
think he was,
then he's seen on his stream saying that I'm gonna jump in there and I'm gonna beat his ass. And it didn't help that he had one of the other wrestlers say you need to give him a receipt for that, and then didn't explain to him that a receipt doesn't mean you go in there and beat the shit out of him, punching him in the face 30 times.
I mean, honestly, if I was the wrestler, the one that got beat down, he needs to be suing. That whole
Yeah.
promotion needs to be sued. Like
And you know that's
everything,
Rikishi's promotion.
yeah. Well, you see, the WWE broke ties with whatever they had with his promotion.
Their ID promotion.
Yeah, so they broke ties with that, which rightfully so. I would too, because that was some janky ass shit that he pulled. Like that whole situation. They both were thrown in a horrible situation that neither one of them should have been in. Honestly,
And I understand people saying that, like you said, he shouldn't have been placed in that situation and all of that. But at the same time,
he went overboard. He went OD.
he's an MMA fighter. He knows when somebody's knocked out. They say
Thank
that
you.
Stu he got fractured orbital bones. He lost teeth
Yep.
because he was
He
just
did. You
wailing
didn't
on
see
them.
the picture of him when he got out the hospital? His
Hell
whole tooth,
no.
like his whole side of his tooth, it was gone. He had a big ass gap right here. He had like the knot on the side of his head. I mean, they were talking about if Raja would have landed two more punches, he possibly could have killed him. I mean,
Yeah, and he's being investigated by the LAPD as he should.
no, oh, he's getting arrested. Like I think
That
they
was
already,
that was an assault on TV or on
yeah,
stream on live. It was live.
he's going to jail. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
So RVD walked back his uh, initial stance. and pretty much said that Raja was in the wrong. Mark Henry pretty much said that he shouldn't have been placed in that situation, and he don't blame Raja Jackson for going crazy like that. But that's because Mark Henry was a hothead back in the day, and he would have done the same shit.
It's hard to blame him for the initial, like if he would have picked him up and dropped him on his head and then realized he was knocked out and then backed off, then I don't think that I would be as like, yeah, I don't blame him. That situation was crazy. It was the fact that after he knew he was knocked out, he landed all those punches square to the face. And then after everybody pulled him off of him, he damn near fought all of them to jump back on top of him. That's where it went too much. Like it was too much. Like
And then the way he was talking to his agent after.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that in the MMA world. Like if you was in the octagon and you threw somebody down and you knocked them out the way that you did, and the ref came and pulled you off of them, you wouldn't have been fighting the ref to go back and throw more punches.
And if you did, you'd be banned from the promotion.
There you go. So
I don't know. Do you think that this will stop them from indie promotions bringing in people like that don't have training or anything like that?
It should, but
it should be left to the big dogs.
These indie promotions aren't going to learn. Somebody else is going to do it. Somebody else.
Rikishi should know better, though.
That's the issue right there. Rikishi should have known better.
He should know better. Like, did you see that Rampage found out when he was on stream and cut the stream when he found out what his son did?
No, I gotta go back and look at that one.
People trying to blame Rampage, and I was like, I mean, I guess if you want to say because, you know what I'm saying, he gave him that mentality, but homeboy is 25 years old. He's not a child.
You can't. How the fuck you gonna blame Rampage? Rampage gave him that mentality because he's an MMA fighter. Mm-hmm. He is supposed to be fighting in an octagon. I don't care what
it really is, life or death.
Yeah, Rampage is a fucking savage, dude. One of my favorite fighters of all time.
You remember when he ripped that door?
Huh? Oh God!
When he ripped that door in the
I watched that whole season. Rampage was fun to watch fighting in the ring, but I don't even think even Rampage would have been that excessive if that would have happened. Like if that was Rampage in that situation, I don't even think him being a dog that he is, I don't think he would have gone that far. So,
can you imagine if he tried to do that in a WWE ring and Brock Lesnar was there trying to stop him?
The problem is that you got to think about it. WWE is not that dumb. They would have never let him go that far.
True. Yeah. They wouldn't even put him in the ring like that.
No, they probably would have put him in the ring. I mean, think about it.
He got that kind of mentality. If he can't take the fact that he was getting worked and then he was still pissed off like that, they wouldn't even let him get into the ring.
That's the difference between WWE and a smaller indie promotion. One, he would have absolutely knew that it was part of the show when he got hit with the beer can. Like that shit would have been rehearsed and set up before the show even started. So, I mean, you can't really say that absolutely would not have happened if he was even AEW. I give you AEW, TNA.
AEW wouldn't let that happen.
That wouldn't have happened because they would have rehearsed that. They would have let him know, like, hey, he's going to hit you with this beer can. Whenever the match starts, we want you to just jump in the match, give him a quick little power bomb or whatever. You know what I mean? And they probably would have showed him how to correctly power bomb somebody or suplex them or whatever it was just for that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's 100% on Rampage's son and 100% on the promotion. They failed him. They failed Rampage and then I'm not Rampage, but God damn it. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Who? The son?
Yeah.
Raja,
that's it. Yeah, that's
and they failed their wrestler.
They failed. That's what I was about to say too. Yep.
I wouldn't only sue Raja and Rampage. I would sue Rikishi and them.
No, that's what I'm saying. He should 100% sue the promotion.
I would sue everybody.
Everybody, you get a lawsuit.
Yeah, I'm suing the promotion that let him get in there, and then I'm suing him for damn near killing me.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if he ain't got it, Rampage do.
I mean, there's going to be some massive repercussions from it. Loss of sponsorships, probably for whatever this promotion is. I mean, lawsuits, all that stuff. I mean, they're going to learn the hard way.
This would never happen in reality of wrestling.
I mean, well, technically, it did happen in reality of wrestling.
Who did it?
What?
Who did it? Who when did it happen in Booker T's promotion?
Okay, I take that back.
All right, so let's go ahead and get to our quick hits. You got anything pressing that you want to say?
Nah, you had this one because this was one of the things that I was going to bring up was Raja.
Okay. I'm glad that you sent me what you sent me regarding Sami Zayn and this underdog bullshit. And I'm glad that Solo called him out on it. He's like, "There's not gonna be some underdog stuff, huh?" Like, thank you. I'm glad that people are finally starting to understand, and I'm seeing people on X, they are understanding it as well. Sami Zayn and this underdog shit is tired and weak. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I can't say that I hate it. I can't say that I hate it. I mean, the only reason why I can't say that I hate it is because when I think about other wrestlers, it's most noticeable Daniel Bryan. They played the underdog situation all the way up until he won the championship. So until Sami Zayn gets that first title, they're always going to play him as the underdog. It's just
They
how
need to
it
just
goes.
go ahead and put it on him then. Because he can't. How you gonna be a 20-year underdog? Like that
But
shit is
think about
crazy.
it though. They did the same thing with Jay. Jay was played as the underdog,
Yeah, but
and they did it
he
with
had
Kofi.
he had his. It seems different with Sammy.
It's not. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same.
Okay, what was the thing with Sammy with Jay was they kept calling him main event Jay Uso, but he wasn't winning.
They still had him played as an underdog though. Every match that Jay
He's the
went
underdog in
into,
this match.
every title match that Jay went into that he kept losing, and we kept saying, why they keep putting him in these damn title matches if he's gonna keep losing? Every title match they played him as an underdog. When Kofi had the big Elimination Chamber match, and they realized that, oh man, maybe this Kofi Mania thing might take some legs on it. From Chamber all the way up to WrestleMania, what did Vince McMahon do? He kept coming out calling him a B plus player. Like
And then he
they
called
kept
Daniel
playing
Bryan.
him as the underdog. They're gonna keep playing
But
Sami
see, that's
Zayn.
the difference. They haven't done that to Sammy. Sammy gives himself the underdog gimmick.
What do you mean? No, they don't. Look at all the people that they put up against Sami Zayn. He was underdog when he faced Gunther and
But
beat Gunther.
they don't outright call him B plus. Is what I'm saying. They don't outright call him B plus like he
What's the
did with
difference
Kofi
from B
and
plus and
Daniel
calling
Bryan.
somebody underdog? It's the exact same thing, just a different phrase.
I don't know, man. It
What they
just
say, you can
is.
shine shit up, but at the end of the day, it's still shit.
So Sammy is shit. I'm just saying the underdog gimmick is tired. I hate it, and I agree with Truth. He needs to get a new gimmick. I'm pretty sure he's gonna win the damn U.S. title off of Solo.
And even when he wins the U.S. title, he's still going to be played as an underdog throughout his title defenses. The underdog gimmick won't end until Sammy either gets the WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now they got him on. They got him on SmackDown, and he's a face, so he ain't getting that title no time soon. He probably won't even be in the running for it.
I feel you. I'm just saying, even once he beats Solo, every title defense that he has, he's gonna go in as an underdog.
Jesus Christ! All right, well, that's all I had. You don't got nothing else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing.
All right. And you said you won't be around for the watch party.
Nah, I won't be here Sunday.
Damn. Well, all right, everybody. You know, when you hear the music, it's that time of the night. So where the stream is coming to an end. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again to episode 165 of the Over the Ropes Wrestling Podcast. Again, follow our socials here at the bottom and like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and help us continue our march to more subscribers. We're at 164 now. Let's see how quickly we can get to 200. Yeah, man. This is your man Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey, aka Wednesday Night Trey.
It's your boy Jay, aka OTR Messiah, aka Rant J, aka Full-Time J. And just make sure that the next time we see Mr. Mike Drop, we go ahead and put that little part-time in there just for him.
Will do, because and then don't worry, everybody. Before the watch party, I will make sure to get JD, aka Mr. Mike Drop's picks for the event, so we can have everybody's, so we can have a fair prediction system. But honestly, the only match that's really going to tell the difference is between Nikki and Becky for us two.
Well, no, because I picked Jay.
Oh yeah, and Jay. Okay, so we got two matches. Perfect. But all right, y'all, we out.
Peace.